CEO saw a little boy about to be hit by a large cargo box. He rushed forward without hesitation and stood in front of the boy. Everyone thought the CEO would either die or be completely disabled. But when he reacted, he realized it was a little girl who had single-handedly lifted the cargo box. The CEO was stunned by the scene in front of him. The boy's mother saw this and was about to thank the CEO. To the CEO's surprise, the woman's collarbone looked exactly like the woman he had met 6 years ago. However, he didn't speak up and instead asked his assistant to investigate the woman's background. Little did he know, the two adorable children were actually his own. 6 years ago, after the CEO accidentally had a relationship with the woman was abandoned by her stepmother's family on a mountain. Fortunately, she was saved by an old man, who helped her successfully give birth. The woman's daughter had immense strength from a young age, while her son had the ability to read minds. Seeing the two children had grown up, the woman decided to bring them down the mountain to find their father. But as soon as they returned home, her stepmother had already found a good match for her. The man was the future heir of the Foucher group. The boy immediately saw through their thoughts. Though the CEO was worth billions, he was physically disabled, and the woman naturally refused to accept this unfair treatment. Her stepsister, however, said that if the woman married the disabled CEO, it would actually be a perfect match. Unexpectedly, the CEO overheard this conversation. He had come today to break off the engagement and reclaim the bride price. When the stepmother saw this, she quickly assured him the woman would marry according to the original agreement. The CEO saw that the woman he was supposed to marry was the same woman from earlier, and immediately agreed. But the woman directly rejected him. The CEO thought she looked down on him. The woman immediately clarified that she had 2 children to take care of. If she were to marry, the 2 children would have to stay by her side. At that moment, the stepmother and stepsister began to criticize the woman as a country bumpkin. They claimed she was giving up the opportunity to marry the CEO, which was a great chance. However, the CEO was more than willing to be a stepfather. Since he would not have any children of his own due to his disability, the 2 children would inherit the company in the future. Seeing that the CEO didn't reject them at all, the 2 children immediately ran over and called him dad. In the blink of an eye, they were at the marriage registration office taking wedding photos. Seeing that they didn't seem intimate enough, the children decided to help. The little girl gently pushed, causing the woman to accidentally kiss the CEO. At that moment, the CEO's body reacted. Since their encounter 6 years ago, he had never been interested in any other woman. Due to his leg disability, he had been seeking the mountain doctor for treatment, but for years, there had been no news. Unbeknownst to him, the woman in front of him was actually the mountain doctor's apprentice. The 2 children, seeing their mother had found a home, decided to tell their grandfather on the mountain. But in the process, they accidentally mentioned their grandfather's name. Upon hearing this, the CEO realized that their grandfather was the mountain doctor.